Howdy y'all, it's Kathy from RustPaperScissors, and today I wanted to do a little video highlighting the rusted tags that I sell in my shop, RustPaperScissors. Right now I have listed 4 different tags. I have it's a large rectangle tag. It is approximately 3 by 4 inches. This is just a traditional shaped tag, and it is 2.5 by 4 inches. This is a rounded top shaped tag, and this is 2 by 4, and this small rectangular tag is 2 by 4. Like I say, these will be for sale in my Etsy shop, but I wanted today to show you some ways that I have used these tags, how I embellish them, using them in a journal. So I'm going to stop the camera for just a second, set up with the first set of tags that I wanted to share with you, and I'll be right back. Okay, this first set of tags is what I call industrial grunge, or they could be grungy tags. This first tag was I found a digital print that were these gears that were like vintage gears. So I printed that out and I really liked it. I added it to the tag. I added some brads to make it look like a gear. And then on the top of the tag, I just added some gears that I had gotten. I'm not sure where I got them, but I had rusted these and just wanted to use those. And then I added what I call a D-ring fastener for the top. This allows you to add ribbon to the tag or a string. You could add you could hang it some way. I think this would make a great topper for a journal. Just several different ways you can use it. And then there was kind of a progression with the tags, and I'll go through. The next time I cut out one of the gears, I added some clear embossing powder, and then I let it cool, and then I cracked it and added that to the tag, and I thought that was a great look. I think I would have liked it also if I had maybe put something, lifted this gear up just a little bit so it created a shadow. I think that would look nice. For the topper, I added the fender washer and a rusted brad, and I sell those in my shop, but I like to use those as the hole reinforcers, or you can use them for the string closures on an envelope. So I think they have a great use. So that's that tag, and I hope you can see it in my lighting. And then the next time I did it again, I did it with a different tag. And this one, I wasn't very careful, I guess, and I got some of the embossing powder, on the outside. So it wasn't exactly perfect, but then that kind of adds to the charm. And again, after I put the embossing powder on there, I let it cool and I cracked it. So that was another example. And then this is just a gear, and I added some of the liquid glass. It's very similar to glossy accents. It's very flat. I did one just really good coat, and I like it, but it's just different. It's a different look. I had already put the digital on the tag and then put the liquid glass on top of it, so I don't know. It looks like the paper might have wrinkled just a little bit underneath, but I feel like it was a good example. So we did that. And then I also got I believe it's from the Graphics Fairy. They have quite a few of the steampunk and just different types of images. And I found this one and I really liked it. Again, I added the liquid glass to the lens of the binoculars, and I liked that. Again, you could put some writing paper on the back and use it as a journaling spot. This tag was just an example of printing a digital onto some matte clear label paper, and I think it worked out. In real life you can see it. It does show the label, and I'm not sure that I like that in the clear, but that was just an example. You know, it's fun to try different things, and you never know what's going to work. If I did this one again, I might print it on some label paper that maybe was a brown or a neutral color, and I might like that. And that's what I did on this one. This was again a example from the graphics fairy. I believe it was their steampunk kit. But I loved this image. I thought it was a great image. I thought it went well with the rusted tag. This one I printed on, it's a full sheet label sheet, just a plain label sheet, but it's in a neutral color, so it's already kind of tan. So I like that because then it kind of gives it the vintage look. Then on the back, again, I printed it on the clear matte label paper, and again, it works, but you know, it's just a different look. You see the label, and I'm not sure that I really like that, but I liked, you know, trying different things. You have to try different things. You never know what's going to work, especially with the rusted tags. They're just a little bit different. I'm going to stop the camera and set up the next group of tags that I wanted to show you. This next group is a Halloween themed tags, and I did that because I know a lot of people were working on I believe it's the Tracy Fox Creep on June challenge that was going on through the month of June, and so it kind of got me thinking about Halloween, and I've created a couple of journals, and I have a box that I'm going to do a video on, and I'll show you a little bit of that, but the next group is going to be Halloween. Hold on just a minute. I divided this section up into just different groups, and we'll go through them. That way I think we can go a little faster. This was just a image that I cut out on my Cricut. I added a metal rim tag. I added the D-ring fastener. I hooked it on there with the ball and chain way to attach something, and I really liked that. Then this is again the same image, just on a smaller tag, and again you could add paper on the back to make it a journaling spot. This next group was just a digital kit that I got, and I really liked. I just printed it on regular cardstock. I added it to the tag. I took a label maker and I put number, and then it says 4573 or 45-3672. I can't read my own label, but that was that one, and so I liked that. And then I did it again just with a different label that says experiment, and then on this one I added the paper on the back. I put name, date, time, theory, and just gave you some things to work with. This is an example of using the label paper that's the neutral color, and I really liked that on the tag, and then the back was just blank. And then this is again an example of using the clear label paper, but I feel like it works on this one because the skull is kind of creepy, and I figured that look just kind of went with it. So I liked that one. These next group of tags are, I've done a video in the past. Oh, this is another one of the digital tags. Again, that's just a bigger one. Again, I just put some writing paper on the back. Okay, this next set is, I did a video a while back, and I want to do another video about different ideas you can use rather than just digital kits. And one of the resources that I use and I really enjoy is the Avery website, the Avery labels and templates. You can go on their website and create labels and words and all sorts of things that you can use in your journals. And they have a great library of images that you can use. And they have, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's kind of like health or danger images, and you can resize them. And I just put several on a page. I'll quickly show you an example here of this is a page that I made with the different Avery labels, and this is that neutral colored sticker paper. And so you can just resize the labels. You can put, if you use a full sheet template, you can put as many labels on there as you want. So that was just something. I'm going to do another little video on that. But these, I'll go through them quickly. A lot of them say spontaneously combustible or danger, flammable. But I'll just go through them quickly. But I think they look great on these rusted tags. And this one says flammable gas. This is just a, one of those radioactive danger signals. So I just printed several of them in different sizes to give you an idea of, but I thought these are great in a Halloween themed journal or even a grungy journal. There's just, I think, different ways to use them, and just wanted to go through them quickly. And then this one says inhalation hazard, and then this is another radioactive. So that's the Halloween ones, and I wanted to show you one more Halloween tag that I made, and I love this tag. It's kind of a grouping. It's held together with the ball and chain. I love this picture of Elmira Gulch, the Wicked Witch of the West, and The Wizard of Oz was one of my favorite movies, and I associate it with Halloween. So I have Elmira Gulch, and then on the back I found a digital that says the Flying Monkeys Delivery Service, and so I added that to the back. And then the Avery site had this label, dangerous when wet, and I thought, well, that's perfect to go with the Wicked Witch. And then I found another digital where it's the Wicked Witch melting when Dorothy throws the water on her, and it says on there, I'm melting. And so I thought that was a fun tag to make for Halloween. But that just shows you again the versatility of the rusted tags and different ways you can use them. I have one other little group I'm going to set up, and then I'm going to go through some journals and show them how I use them. Just a moment. Okay, this set of tags is my Christmas or holiday tags, and I just wanted to go through them quickly. This was a little tag that I made. It's a Wonderful Life, my favorite Christmas movie, and we watch it every year on Christmas Eve. And so I love to make this tag. I use the ribbon twist paper and back the image, and then I just added some ribbon, and then this is a little bell, and this is the scene in the movie where the little girl says, well, every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. So I don't know if you can hear the bell. So I love this tag. So I thought that was a fun tag to make, kind of a vintage tag. And then there's just a tag where you can add, this was a sticker from Hobby Lobby. I added some tea-stained paper on the back. You could write Santa's list. What were your kids' wishes that year? And so I just added that sticker. And then this is just another example of a sticker that I added from Hobby Lobby. And again, I wrote on the back, I added some ribbon or string. Then these two little tags, I wanted to demonstrate that you can heat emboss on the tags. You have to be very careful because hold it with a paper clip, not a paper clip, but a clothespin or some kind of holder that you're not going to get hot, because these things get very hot. So this was just an example of heat embossing on the metal tags. And then this was an example of using, I believe this was Tim Holtz embossing glaze, and it's very subtle, but you can see it. So I did that. And then this is another example of just a Christmas journal that I made where I used the large rectangle tag as the focal point, and I heat embossed on it, and I thought it looked great for a Christmas journal. So that's the ones that I wanted to show you. I wanted to bring in some journals and just show some examples. This is the box that I'm going to make and do a video on in the next couple of days. But this was just an example where I added this tag to the top of this box. And then this is another tag that you can remove. So there's just different ways to use the tags. This was an example. Sometimes I think people are worried about the rust leaving maybe a rust residue, or just you might have a problem with that. I don't mind that. I don't think it does very much, but I could be wrong. But I used them in my journals. But I wanted to show you an example. Let me find it. Here it is. I will say that the tags are, obviously heavier than normal tags. So if you just use a brad and put it onto a piece of paper, it might cause the paper to, fall down and not be sturdy. What I did on this tag was I added a rusty paper clip on the back, and I attached it to the paper that way. So what I did was I added a label, and then I glued the paper clip and the label down. I added the brad, and then that way when I put it onto the page, it's the weight is distributed better, and so it doesn't fall over as much. So I'm trying to show you how you just slip it on there, and then see how it doesn't fall down when you hold the book up. So I wanted to explain that. So that's a way you could use the tags. And then I believe I have a tag in the back. This is a folded out 3-pocket tab or 3-pocket holder. And this was just a tag that I made where I took my Cricut and I cut the hat out of the sticky backed velvet and added that to the tag. And then I think that's it for that one. And this journal is what I'm going to do a video on, and just, hopefully today, and get this in my shop. But this is just an example of how I use the metal rim tags. Again, it's the Wicked Witch with the flying monkeys. It's the Dangerous When Wet. But in this tag, I added a little guest check with the bicycle, like when the witch was, or Elmira Gulch was taking Toto away on the bicycle. So I liked that. I thought that was a great little grouping tag. And then I just slipped it in here under this rusted, and I'm not going to be able to do that on camera. So I'll do that in a minute. And then one other journal. This is another journal that I'm going to list in the next day or so. But again, this was an example of using the metal rim tag kind of as a focal point. I cut this out on my Cricut, and it's just a witch's hat, the shoes and the stockings. This is the broom, and then it says, I added a label that says the essentials. And then on the other side of this, I added again the Wizard of Oz tag, I guess you call it, but it's just the different tags that I added, they're the same. So that's an example. And then I think at the back, no, not this one. I must not have, I don't think I have another tag in this one, but that's just some examples. But I just wanted to encourage you maybe to try using the metal rim tags, or not metal rim tags, but the rusted metal tags, and just see what you could create. I think there's a lot of great ideas out there, and like I say, they're pretty sturdy. They're not too heavy, and I think I would love to see what y'all create with them. I do appreciate your time. Thank you very much. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, or if you like the video, if you hit the like button, that helps me. The blank tags are for sale in my Etsy shop, Rust Paper Scissors. If there's interest in the tags that I created, the Halloween or the industrial grunge tags, please let me know, and I can put those in my shop. And if anybody's interested in purchasing tags already, partially created. Again, thank you for your time. Goodbye.